If you have a dog or if you interact with dogs, then I think you should watch this video. I think it's important to see a female in a season and the effect it can have on the surrounding dogs in the area, particularly the intact males. So a quick disclaimer, some people may find some of these clips a little bit uncomfortable. However, it is perfectly natural and there's no intense dog fights. So the female street dog, Foxy, that I have started feeding and caring for a little bit has come into her season. We are in an environment where humans aren't as involved in dogs, so it's a lot more natural if it were. This was the first day we noticed that she really started coming into heat. Street dogs from all different territories started coming around her, ones that I had never seen before. It's estimated that a dog can smell a female dog in her season from up to about 2 or 3 miles away. Both male and female dogs can have dramatic personality changes when they are around this sort of environment. Females can become literally quite bitchy, and that's where the term comes from. Males in particular can become very aggressive and absolutely obsessed with a female. So this dog here tried to mount Foxy and the white dog went in on him, got into a fight, and unfortunately he lost, which is why his eye's like that. Whereas the white dog actually used to be quite timid, and if I took a step towards him, he would run. If the other dog growled at him, he would back all the way off. But because now there's a female in heat, he's really become quite aggressive. Because of that, you can't really get in between a male dog and a female dog in this situation. The males are so tenacious, and majority of the time, they are not going to back down. So while this was happening, it was too risky for me to get physically involved in case, one, I got redirected and I got bit, and the other thing is when they're already locked, if I started trying to do anything, there's a chance that it could do more harm than good to the dogs, and specifically Foxy, she could get dragged around and really injured. When a male dog becomes aroused with the scent of a female in season, they are literally thinking about one thing, and it's not health and safety. To let you know how determined males can actually be in this situation, I've heard of dogs literally going through doors, running across roads in high traffic areas and getting hit by cars. Or when they are actually in a lock and they're mating, they can also still be hit by cars here because they're not going to move for anything. There is a difference between the street dogs here and the dogs in the UK and the US though. And the big difference here is male dogs actually get a release, whereas in the UK and the US they don't. And that can cause an incredible amount of frustration for male dogs. It's easy to forget that that fluffy little boy on your sofa, who you absolutely love, can become a raging sexual deviant just because he got a whiff of a female. So yeah, I think that is important that you do consider other dogs when your female dog is in the heat, and it's highly advised that you don't walk them around a public park or a public place. Mainly for her own safety, but also for the other dogs that will be willing to do anything to come and get to her. So as I said a little bit before, I have seen now 4 dogs actually interlock with Foxy. So I'm kind of just assuming she's pregnant at this point. Unfortunately, I couldn't catch Foxy to spay her because we weren't at that level of trust, and then she came into her season. But on a positive note, I was able to volunteer at a desexing clinic where we managed to help desex over 400 animals, and I'll be working on that video very shortly. And I really hope Foxy isn't pregnant because I am not ready.